In this lesson, we will cover CSS box model. First, remove the code of the previous section and save it inside the CSS folder as css-box-model.html. Then load this web page and close the previous tab. Now create a h1 element and write CSS box model. Then create a p element and write CSS box model is a container that contains multiple properties including borders, margin, padding, and the content itself. It is a perfect way to create the design and layout of a web page. Then create div element. Go to the web browser and open a new tab. Search for lorem ipsum. Go to this website and copy some dummy text. Close the tab and paste the text here. Save it and reload the web page. We can see our content on the web page. Now, we are going to create a box model of this division. To do it, go to the style element and select the div element using name selector. Then set background color to light gray and the width is going to be 300 pixels. Save the code and reload the web page. Here is the division. It has light gray background color and the width is 300 pixels. The division is at the very end of this corner. Let's move it a little. To do it, we have to use margin. Margin at the top is going to be 20 pixels. Margin at the bottom is going to be 20 pixels. Margin right is 20 pixels. And margin left is 20 pixels. Save the code and reload the web page. The division has moved toward the center a little. Let's use 50 pixels instead of 20 pixels here. Save it and reload the web page. It has moved a little more. We can actually set the margin using one line of code, that is margin 50 pixels. Save the code and reload the web page. The position is still the same. However, if the margins have different value, then we have to define them separately. It is possible to define the separate margin values in a single line. Here, the first value is for margin top, second value is for margin right, third value is for margin bottom, and fourth value is for margin left. Save it and reload the page. The division has moved 100 pixels right because we set left margin to 100 pixels. The text has started from the edge of the corner. It would look better if we could make a little space here. We can do it using padding. Let's add 10 pixel padding at the top, 10 pixel padding at the left, 10 pixel padding at the bottom, and 10 pixel padding at the right. Save it and reload the page. Now it looks much better. We can see there is a gap in between the edge and the text. Let's add a little more space at the left and the right. Save the code and reload it. Much better. Instead of using 4 separate lines, we can assign the padding values in a single line. To do it, write padding 10 pixel, 20 pixel, 10 pixel, 20 pixel. Here, the first one is for padding top, second one is for padding right, third one is for padding bottom, and fourth one is for padding left. Now remove these lines and save the code, then reload the web page. The padding remains the same. Let's change the left and right padding a little more. Save it and reload the page. Very nice. It looks like a box. However, without a border, it looks incomplete. Use border property to do that and set the value to solid. Save it and reload the page. Here is our solid border. Let's increase the border width. We can do it using border width property. Set the value to 5 pixel. Save the change and reload the web page. The border width has changed. Let's change the border color. Use border color property to do it and set the value to green. Save it and refresh it. We've got a green border. Instead of solid border, we can use other type of borders. For example, write dotted here. Save the code and reload the web page. We've got dotted border. It is possible to have different types of borders in different sides. Change it to border top, then set border right to dash. Border bottom is solid and border left is inset. Save the code and reload the web page. Now we have different types of border in 4 sides. Let's remove other styles and keep solid border only. Save it and refresh the page. The single border box is back. Instead of using multiple lines, we can define this border in one line. To do it, we have to take the border property. Then the first value is border width. Second value is the border type, and the third value is the border color. Remove these 2 lines, save it and refresh the web page. The style has not changed. Let's change the width to 15 pixel. Let's change the color to light blue. Save it and reload the web page. The color has changed. It doesn't look good. Let's change the color to orange. Save the code and reload the web page. Now it looks good. The combination of border, margin, padding, and the content itself is called the CSS box model. Let's add outline to this box model. We can do it using outline property. I'm taking a solid outline. Save it and refresh the web page. We've got a solid black outline. Let's set the outline style outset. Save it and reload the web page. The change is not visible because the border is too small. Change the outline width to 15 pixel. Save the code and reload the web page. Still the outset style is not visible because it is black outline. Let's use green color here. Save it and reload the web page. Now outset style is visible. Instead of using multiple lines, we can set the outline width, style and color in a single line. To do it, use the outline property. Then the first value is the width, second value is the style, and the last value is the color. Remove these lines, save it and refresh the web page, we have got the outline we defined. Let's change the style to outset. Save the code and reload the web page. We have a nice outset outline. This is how we can represent our content using box model. Now you are free to design your own eye-catching box. This section ends here, and I'll see you in the next section.